I'm Jen Maher, and I'm a Squarespace expert and authorized trainer. And this short little video is just to give you a brief history about how I got here. I actually went to school for child development. That was my primary focus. But while I was in school, I started working in the restaurant industry and soon became a corporate trainer for a couple of fantastic restaurants, got into marketing. So I worked as an event and catering manager, doing marketing for different restaurants. Ended up working for the Westin hotels and became a catering manager and marketing manager with them. Became the membership director, marketing manager for a local golf and country club, which was amazing. So I kind of did a complete 180, went from child development over to the marketing side of things. However, when my daughter started school, I really wanted to spend more time with her. So I decided to do the 180 back and began teaching. Her school was a kindergarten through 8th grade Catholic school, and I taught computers and technology, which is kind of where my love for all things tech came about. During that time, I also had the pleasure of training other teachers. So I sort of went around the state of Nebraska, got to do some really fantastic shows and conventions where I was training teachers and other educators like how to use technology in the classroom. So it was pretty fantastic. I feel like that whole training thing followed me through both sides, whether it was the marketing side of things or the teaching side of things. I always had that training kind of following me along. So decided back in like 2017 that I wanted to leave teaching and I wanted to start my own company. And really at that time, I was focused primarily on social media marketing. But what I realized was as I was doing social media marketing for my clients, I realized that most of their websites were not great. So I felt like, why are we driving traffic back to your website when your website's horrible? So I began building websites. It didn't take me long. I think it was maybe 6 months in that I discovered Squarespace. And to be completely honest, I hated it at first, but after I got in and kind of played around with it a little bit more, I completely understood it and I got it. It made perfect sense to me. So I stopped doing WordPress and other website platforms and focused primarily on Squarespace. They made me an authorized trainer back in 2018. And then not too long ago, when they started the expert program, I was one of the first experts to get onboarded. So that was pretty fantastic. That's basically where I got to how I got here. I have, like I said, a little bit of a varied history, but I think it has served me really well. I feel really, really blessed that I've had that great combination because it really helps me with my clients. I think the child development side of things, obviously with kind of more of that sociology and psychology that goes along with child development, also the positive reinforcement. I mean, let's face it, most adults are basically just big kids. We can still kind of work with those same principles. So love that side of things, but then also having that marketing foundation has been really, really good for me in addition to the training piece. So I have been training other designers. I started Nerdville, which is a training center here in Nebraska, and I've trained 9 other designers full-time, as well as several other designers that just book individual Zoom sessions with me. I also actually get the pleasure of training the Squarespace onboarding staff. So basically every time someone comes in, between myself and Becca from Inside the Square, we train their new staff on basically all things Squarespace and kind of get them familiar with it. So that's a little bit of a history on how I got here. The next video will tell you a little bit more about how my transition started from doing full website design, because right now I think I have my hands on about 1,000 Squarespace websites, but kind of transitioning from doing full website design, more of the standard traditional method, into my own little unique method, thanks to my good buddy Omari over at Squarespace Themes, because he really helped me kind of fine tune things. So you'll learn more about that in the next video.